Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
And it was wrong. It was a bad call, Ripley. It was a bad call.
Bad call.
Some are good for fighting, others for dying.
It's just two movies.
Welcome back to another episode of Danny Double Fists, Two Drinks, and Drinks Too Much Before 7 p.m. My name's Daniel King. It's just two movies. You get it. We watch a good movie, we watch a bad movie. You don't have to watch them. We'll just talk about them. Birdman, back in the studio.
Heyo.
Been a while, brother. When was the last time you were here? The last episode you were here was...
It has been...
It's been a fucking hot
At
minute.
least 2 minutes since I've been here.
It has been, at the very least, 2.5 minutes. Nobody's disputing that. Tucker and Dale, I guess that wasn't that long ago.
It's been a month, I would say.
Has it?
Right? Because we were... When did Fucker and Tail come out? The episode?
August 9th?
So it was what? The week before that?
Yeah.
I was here.
I guess it really hasn't been that long. But last time we were doing more hanging out than we were podcasting. We rolled through the podcast pretty quick.
Right.
So maybe that's why it feels like it's been so long.
It's been a few weeks.
Or,
it's good to be back, though.
When one soul finds their recognition of a counterpart in another, time apart is just difficult. So what you been up to, bro? You been good? Things going good? You
living life.
You brewing beers and playing Tinder? Nintendo, not Tinder.
Yeah, there you go.
You're not gonna find.
You
you're gonna be swiping on Bird.
Nah. Just been doing the usual stuff. Hanging out with the lady, playing video games, reading books, watching TV shows,
chewing seeds,
eating various bird seeds, flying with cousins, what have you.
I love it. I learned a fun fact. You know how geese fly in a V?
Mm-hmm.
And there's always one side of the V is longer than the other side?
Yeah.
Do you know why that is?
Mm-mm.
More geese on that side. Anyway, we watched, this was Bird's pick for the movie, and we watched The Big Lebowski. Could not be more happy. This is the one that got picked. This is one of my all-time favorite. This is probably to date still in my top 10 favorite films of all time. I know it's a cult classic. It's kind of a little cliche that I like it. It's kind of like saying, hey, I love Boondock Saints, bro. Because it just has a huge following, but rightfully so.
Yeah.
Big Lebowski is a 1998 comedy crime movie, hour 59-minute runtime, 8.1 out of 10 on IMDb, 83% Rotten Tomatoes, 71% on Metacritic. Came out March 6th, 1998. Directed by the Coen brothers, Ethan and Joel. Ethan and Joel Coen. Ethan and Joel Coen.
I definitely haven't picked 3 of their films for this podcast.
Right? Yeah. You'd be hard pressed to find a miss. This had a budget of $15 million and only got $46.7 million in the box office.
So it made a little bit of money.
I mean, still that's profitable, especially back in '98.
Right.
But
for a film like this,
man, can you imagine what how much money this movie is worth? How much money it's made since then?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's got to be
because
it's got to be a fuck ton.
Yeah.
I don't know one douchebag that hasn't seen this movie. Not a one, myself included.
Oh, Danny, I don't think you're a douchebag.
Douchiest of bags.
You're just a douche.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I picked this film because it's just fun. It's just really easy to watch. Kind of a comfort film. I think you had also mentioned that earlier. It
is. Biggest part that makes it a comfort film for me is and I know it sounds fucking stupid. It's the color palette and the soundtrack.
Okay. Yeah.
I could have all the spoken word bits muted and just look at the pictures and hear the music and fucking just go right to sleep.
Why would you though?
No, you wouldn't, because it's too entertaining. You would want to see that, nobody fucks with the Jesus and that the dude abides, and he spent 69. He writes a check for 69 cents for milk at the grocery store, and he's got those awesome, like, plastic slippers.
Those fucking flip-flops or whatever they are.
Those are great.
The fuck is that?
My daughter had a pair of those when she was 2. They look like little kids, like Walmart. They're like the precursor to Crocs. I don't know what else to call them.
Before we really get into this,
okay,
can you just give us a quick pitch on just a really, really quick, in one sentence, tell me what this movie is about?
Right after I do the cast. Stars, in the event that you haven't seen this, it stars Jeff Bridges, Steve Buscemi, Julianne Moore, John Turturro. It's fucking hard to look as good as John Turturro. Tara Reid and Philip Seymour Hoffman, and also St. Louis's own Gon
Judman.
Gon Judman. Oh shit! Oh no, this is Gon Judman. Pornhub. No, get out of here. Okay,
get out. Exit.
All right, we're good. This movie's about Jeff Bridges plays a character named the Dude. He's kind of like a piece of shit. He's not. He's a good man. He just has no ambition to do anything. He's
a little bit of a drifter. He just kind of just drifts along.
He's just trying to scoot by. That's it.
Yeah.
Just by the skin of his teeth. And he is put in an extraordinary position.
Yeah.
Because he shares a name with another gentleman.
All right. I like it.
He's there are 2 Jeffrey Lebowskis.
Yep. But our Jeffrey Lebowski, he goes by Dude, as you said, because he is the Dude. Yeah, I really like the scene in the grocery store. You had just talked about it. He's getting some milk for what's his drink? His
White
Russian. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Time for the cocktail minute. Cocktail minute. White Russian is 2 parts vodka, 1 part milk, 1 part Kahlua.
Yeah, there you go.
I think
that's
about how I mix it is 3 parts vodka, 1 part Kahlua, a splash of milk. But
there you go.
Whatever floats your boat. You know what I mean?
Right. But yeah, as you mentioned, Dude is the type of guy that writes a 69-cent check for a small carton of milk.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Couple of the people I do want to touch on in the cast here real quick.
Yeah.
David Huddleston actually plays Jeffrey the Big Lebowski.
Okay.
Peter Stormare is in it from I think we talked about him previously in Fargo.
Yes.
Flea.
He was in Fargo.
Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And
Hot Sherbert.
Mark Pellegrino is also in it, and this is narrated and has 2 very brief cameos by Sam Elliott.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I would kill another man to have his mustache. I can't grow. I mean, I have a mustache, but if I were to lose the beard and the rest of it and just do the mustache, textbook kitty toucher.
I think I'd kill another man to have his voice.
Lone Star Barbecue.
Lone Star Barbecue.
I can't get down there.
Hey, dude.
You have to use so many curse words.
You got a good sarsaparilla?
Pussy. It's what for breakfast? I don't know. I can't do a good Sam Elliott. Yeah.
So dude goes home. These 2 dudes barge in. They're looking for money. One pisses on his rug.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Yeah, where's the money, Lebowski?
Dude, the writing in this is so fucking funny, man. He's got so many quips.
Yeah, he does.
This dude's like slamming Lebowski's head or the dude's head in the toilet. And he's like, "Where's the money, Lebowski?" And he's like, he catches his breath and he's like, "I've died. I think it's down there. Let me take another look."
Somewhere down there.
Yeah. Slams his head in the toilet and they're like, "No, you got your wife owes money to Jackie Treehorn. We know you got it."
He's like,
my wife. Does this place look like I'm married?
It's a shithole, man.
Like, the seat's up. It is a big time shithole. He's like, the seat's up. Got no. See a ring on my finger.
Yeah.
And then the guy's just going through his shit. And he picks up his bowling ball. He's like, "The fuck is this?" He's like, "Clearly you're not a golfer." It's great, man.
Yeah, and the other guy pisses on his rug, and that's how this whole thing kind of gets started. You know, the dude is not happy about that. He's not happy about this guy. I almost said shitting on his rug. That would have been. Whew.
No, he definitely is not. He's not happy about getting his rug pissed on.
Yeah,
because it really tied the room together.
It ties the room together.
If you're a Jeffrey Lebowski, if you're the dude,
yeah,
that rug clearly is the nicest thing he owns. And I think they don't ever come out and say it, but I think that's it. Is like, that's like the one thing that he's got.
He's like,
that's nice.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that it was, fashion forward and his apartment now looks like shit because he doesn't have the rug. It was the only nice thing he had.
Yeah.
He doesn't have nice clothes.
Other than maybe his bowling ball.
He might have a nice bowling ball. They fucking love bowling in this movie.
So the next scene they cut, they're at a bowling alley. It's the dude, it's John Goodman, who is
Walter Sobchak.
Walter. And it is Steve
Buscemi.
Yes.
Plays Theodore Donaldson something.
They call him Donnie. Yeah. So they love bowling. They're a part of a bowling league. Walter, played by St. Louis's own John Goodman, is such a dick to Donnie.
Dude.
Always.
If there was ever a poster child for fucking hypertension, it is St. Louis's own John Goodman in this, man.
This movie, yeah.
This guy's fucking blood pressure is unreal. I don't know that his heart beats or if it's just fully open all the time and his blood just runs through his body, no pausing. He is very, very aggressive and loud.
Yeah.
Except that one part of the movie where they're sitting in the car and he's like, "What'd you have to fucking freak out?" And he's like, "I'm calm now." Calmer than you are.
Calmer than you are.
Calmer than you are. All right, man, whatever. You're upset. I'm not.
So
I'm calmer than you are.
Dude's pissed off about getting his rug pissed on.
Yeah.
So he goes to Rich Lebowski.
Yeah.
The rich Jeffrey Lebowski.
At the behest of Walter Sobchak, played by John Goodman. He's like,
Yes.
go talk to the Big Lebowski.
Yep. Philip Seymour Hoffman is the butler.
He's more of an assistant, I think.
Assistant, butler. Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He's buttling. He's assistant. He's doing a little buttling.
Dude talks to the Rich Lebowski. He just tells him to get lost. He tells dude to get lost, basically. He's like, fuck off,
He tells
man.
him, all right, the Big Lebowski is fucking loaded. He lives in a mansion. Just to set the scene.
Yeah.
Like, gigantic, like, fucking 15-foot tall doors, you know?
Right.
So he lets him in. He's like, "Do you have a job, sir? Are you employed? You just come begging for money on a weekday?" And the dude's like, "Is it today? What day is today?" So he's like, "Yeah, fuck off. The bum's lost, you piece of shit."
Yeah. He's a bit of an asshole. Dude ends up just taking a rug, even though Lebowski's like, "Get the fuck," just basically get out.
He leaves.
Don't get
he's
anything.
Fucking screaming at him, and the dude just shuts the door. But Philip Seymour Hoffman's like, "How was your meeting with Mr. Lebowski, dude?" And he's like, "It's pretty good.
Pretty
Old
good.
Man told me to take any rug in the house." So just like, oh man, this like, I feel like this might be the movie where everybody's like, "Man, Jeff Bridges really can act his fucking ass off."
Yeah. It's such a strange character for him.
It's a unique role.
For him to play, yeah.
And he fucking nails it.
So when he's leaving, he's about to leave the mansion, he runs into Mrs. Lebowski.
Bunny.
Murph.
Played by a very young Tara Reid.
That's right.
I didn't remember that was Tara Reid. I'm like, is that the girl from Saved by the Bell? It's not. It's Tara Reid.
No, it's Tara Reid.
She's looking quite fetching.
Yes. And she offers to suck his dick for
$1,000.
$1,000.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm just gonna go find a cash machine." Like he has $1,000,
right? I like the scene where he's talking to his landlord. How weird his landlord is!
Oh my god, his landlord's super
weird.
Dude.
You come into the he's got some sort of
his name's Marty, is played by Jack Keller.
Okay.
He's like, I got the venue I wanted for my cycle, my dance cycle. And he's like, "Oh, far out, man." He's like, "I'd love it if you'd come and give me notes." He's like,
I'll be there.
I'll be there, Marty.
Yeah.
He's like, "Also, tomorrow's the 10th. So
already."
He's like, far out. He's like, he keeps looking at him. He's like, "Oh yeah, gotcha." He's like, "You just slipped the rent under my door." So he's like, he lives in this shithole, but he still lives there. I'm under the impression only because he's so nice to the weird ass fucking landlord.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And he pays rent when he can, maybe, or if he ever pays rent.
Right. Yeah. It's hard to say.
I want to jump to, we're back at the bowling alley. Walter, his crazy ass, pulls a fucking gun on one of the opposing bowlers.
A guy named Smokey.
For stepping over the line when he's
like,
bowling.
He's like, it's foul. He's like, what? He's like, come on, man, it's Smokey. Maybe his toe slipped over a little. He goes, no, this is league play. Mark it 0. Next frame.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, man, mark it 8. He fucking pulls a gun on him. And that's where you see that meme, the famous meme. Am I the only one around here that gives a shit about gives a fuck about the rules or however it's worded?
Right. That hasn't been used in a while, but it was overused Yeah. It started off as a good meme, but
maybe we'll resurrect it.
Maybe.
Or maybe the calmer than you are.
The cops get called, so they have to fucking bail.
Yeah.
And dude is pissed.
Not Walter, though. He's calm as shit.
Walter's calm as hell.
Calmer than you are.
So we end up getting dude being summoned by Big Lebowski.
TBL.
What would we refer to?
You just call him the Big Lebowski because he's the dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Big L.
Big L.
Big L, baby.
Big L.
Dude gets summoned by Big L back to the mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Big L's wife has been Bunny, not Bunny.
Bunny
She's been
Lebowski.
kidnapped.
Oh, man. He loves Bunny.
Because
she looks like a playmate.
Right.
And he's a paraplegic.
He's 80.
Well, he's not a paraplegic. He is in a wheelchair. He's like, I've accomplished more than most men without the use of my legs. What is it that makes a man?
Yeah.
Mr. Lebowski. Dude. Is it what is it? He's like, is it the willingness to do the right thing no matter the cost? Yeah, sure, that and a pair of testicles.
Yeah. Oh, the dude.
Oh man, yeah, the dude's great.
Yeah. I'd have a beer with the dude. Maybe 5 beers. Go bowling.
I would buy the dude beers
all night
long, just to sit around him and be like, "Fucking God,
what's up, dude?
Crazy man."
So yeah,
also like the bit. This is way ahead. This is a very small scene. There's a bit where he's in a cab and he's like, "Hey man, can you change the station?" And the guy's like, "No, this is my fucking radio station. I'll listen to whatever I want." He's like, "Look, dude, I've had a long
rough day, man.
I hate the fucking Eagles." The guy stops the cab and throws him out. Like in the middle of the road, though. Like
almost hit
like,
somebody. So Rich Lebowski, he basically wants dude to act as the courier for the ransom money.
Right. To see if the rug pissers are the same people who kidnapped Bunny Lebowski.
Yes. So yeah, that's dude's role in this.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of back and forth between dude's adventure and the bowling alley.
Yeah, so, I don't think that it's really... If anybody out there is listening to this and you've never seen The Big Lebowski, what are you doing with your life? Go watch The Big Lebowski. Pretty sure it's on Netflix right now.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah. So just go watch The Big Lebowski. We're not going to hit every note of the story. This is probably one of the most popular films for our generation ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
If you don't know all the beats of the story, don't even fucking worry about it. But yeah, there is a lot of back and forth between the kidnapping situation and the bowling alley.
Which I really like.
I like that's the constant. There's a bit where him and Walter are having a huge disagreement. He's like, "Fuck you, Walter. Fucking leave me alone, you fucking piece of shit. Fuck you." Yeah, no, I'll be at practice.
Yeah, it's like, of course, we're bowling.
Yeah,
like,
it's fucking bowling, bro.
That's part of our life. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I really like that back and forth. So, dude gets the money for the drop.
Gets the money from Bunny.
Walter, he's like, we're skipping a little bit, but Walter, he's like, I'm gonna take part in this. He kind of forces himself into,
He brings a ringer.
Yeah, exactly. Which he's not supposed to bring anyone.
No.
They tell him, come alone.
Yep. But he brings a ringer, which is just a duffel bag full of his dirty undies, or as he describes it, the whites.
The whites.
Dude, I'm dressing up as Walter's subject.
I hope you do.
That's right. I'm just
cargo shorts.
Yep. I'm gonna go into Walmart, have a disagreement with somebody, and then pull my gun.
No, don't do that.
I won't do that.
Maybe don't do that.
I won't do that. Hey, this next episode was Just Two Movies coming at you live from the county jail.
Well, yeah, I guess maybe you would go straight to prison. Never know.
I don't know.
So yeah, they make the quote unquote swap. Fucking Walter tosses out his bag of dirty undies.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to smell that bag.
No, the Whites.
The Whites.
St. Louis's own John Goodman's Whites. He's probably got streaks of Emo's Pizza in there. Boom, got him.
Roasted.
It's fucking toasted.
Roasted and toasted
Just,
ravioli, baby.
where he keeps his toasted ravs. Toasted raviolis. It's a St. Louis thing. It's they're fine.
Yeah. If you're drunk, they're pretty good.
If you were gonna have a thing, you'd be like, "Hey, we got the best this ever. We have a weird thing. It's toasted raviolis. They're okay."
And St. Louis style pizza. So, anyways,
St. Louis style pizza. You fucking need to check that shit out if you've not had it. But the toasted
we
ravs,
love it.
Toasted ravs, you can take it or leave it.
We love it. Most people hate it. Anyways, why does Walter bail out of the car after they make the drop?
Why does he bail?
That kind of I didn't understand.
Oh,
that.
he's trying to get a look at him. I think he's trying to see if he can make him. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't quite clear on that, but he bails out of the car. Fucking surprised he didn't fuck himself up worse than he did. I mean, I guess they weren't going that fast.
Walter was in Nam, which he mentions extensively. Like all the time.
Every scene, no.
Every time
Every scene that he's in.
Every time he gets the chance. John Turturro is the sexiest man alive in this movie. Not that
Do you truly believe that, or is this a joke?
No, it's a bit.
Okay.
John Turturro is a very awkward looking, awkward looking guy.
Man, you had me even on this one.
You had me. I thought. I was like, he's a handsome,
good looking man.
He's a handsome guy. No, and he's like super creepy in this. And Walter's like, no, he's a fucking pedo, man. When he moved here, he had to go knocking doors and tell the neighbors.
He's a pedo.
Yeah, he's a pedo.
Pedo ass.
8-year-olds, man. 8-year-olds.
So he made a movie based on that character. Did you know that?
What?
It's awful. It's awful, apparently.
Oh, I bet it is. Are we watching it? No,
it's called
we're watching
Jesus Saves. Maybe we should have did that.
Maybe we should have. Is it on a streaming platform where we can just hunt it down?
Oh no, it's called The Jesus Rolls.
Jesus Rolls. God, I bet it's fucking crazy.
It's got a 4.3 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yikes.
It's only on Showtime. I guess we could rent it for $3. Could we though?
How long is it?
It's actually pretty short, 1:25.
Ooh.
Much shorter than the movie we were going to watch. We'll discuss.
We will discuss.
Okay. Rich Lebowski's daughter is the one that actually stole dude's she stole the new rug.
The new rug.
Because it belonged to her mother, correct?
Right. Yeah, it wasn't his rug to give.
That's what she says.
Well, I got to tell you, man.
By the way,
Julianne Moore is a good-looking woman.
Oh my gosh.
She is. She looks really great at her age in this. She's
You think those are her boobs that they show?
Her boobs?
Yeah.
I don't see Julianne Moore as having an issue with nudity. You know what? A really great, debatably great. I had a lot of fun with it, but a movie where Julianne Moore plays like a really creepy fucking old lady.
Okay.
The remake of Carrie.
Huh.
Julianne Moore plays Carrie's mom.
Okay.
And I thought she was dynamite in it.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I actually like that movie. I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. They both have their merits, and I do prefer the original, but I don't hate the remake.
Okay.
I thought it's quite good.
So when Julianne Moore, her character is Maud.
Maud
Lebowski. She brings dude over.
That's a name. Bring that back. If your old lady's pregnant right now, throw that name at her. A baby name. Baby Maud.
Baby Maud.
Maud.
And when she gets dude to her place, she shows him Bunny's porn video, right?
Yeah.
Or like the beginning of
log jamming.
Log jamming.
And Peter Stormare's there, and he's like, "I'm here to fix cable." He's doing like an Arnold Schwarzenegger or something. Yeah, I here to fix cable. I'm best cable man. I'm like, oh, I bet you're really good at pushing cable. And he's like, yeah. And then they fuck, I guess.
Yeah. So Maud
log jamming.
Log jamming.
What a name.
Maud wants dude to recover the money that he didn't give to the folks that took Bunny.
Right, but his car got stolen.
Yeah.
And taken for a joyride by a high schooler.
His fucking car, man. Oh, what a piece of shit.
I tell you what, it makes Ricky's car in Trailer Park Boys look like a fine piece of machinery, you know that? Thing's fucking jacked up.
Oh, man.
He's like, oh, is anything else missing from the car? He's like, yeah, my briefcase with my business papers. And they're like, oh, what do you do? And he's like, I'm unemployed. Right. He's like, anything else in the vehicle? He's like, yeah, tape deck and some Creedence. Guy's like, well, I wouldn't hold out for the tape deck. The other guy chimes in, or the Credence.
Okay, so I really like this bit. Dude's dropped off by Maud's limo, and he's immediately forced into another limo.
Right.
It's one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Oh yeah, it just goes from limo to limo.
It's just like forced in. Big Lebowski's questioning him, and they end up showing him a severed toe that possibly belongs to Bunny. They think belongs to Bunny. So
they give him the toe, though. He still has it. And he's at a diner talking to Walter about it. And Walter's like, dude, it's not her toe. So the whole gimmick is they think she kidnapped herself, which you come to find out is the case.
Is true.
He's like, it's not her toe, dude. And he's like, dude, the nail polish. And he's like, as if it's impossible to get a toe, apply some nail polish, and then... So you want a toe? I'll get you a toe by 3 p.m.
I got a toe guy.
I got a toe guy. A toe, I'll get you a toe by 3 o'clock this afternoon. There's so many great, like, just sidebar discussions.
Yeah.
In this movie, it's
the way that the characters mesh.
The Coen brothers have such a great way of presenting dialogue that I think that I firmly believe does not everybody can do it. No,
a different director, this movie would not be as it just wouldn't be the same movie.
No, it wouldn't.
I don't even know how. Like, that's the simplest way to put it.
Yeah, yeah, it really is. It would be a different film for sure, even with the same script.
Right.
Yeah.
So dude gets his car back. There's this group of nihilistic gentlemen. It's Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Pot Tilly.
Neppers.
It's Flea. What's the other guy's name?
That
Flea, was in Fargo.
Peter Stormare and
I don't remember the name of the third guy.
Mark Pellegrino. Yeah.
Is that who that was?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh. Okay. He's in some stuff.
Flea did a really good job when he gets hit in the balls with that bowling ball.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this is a good scene.
Yeah. He could be a pretty good actor.
There's a bit where these three guys, they're trying to squeeze Lebowski for money also, or the dude, excuse me, not knowing that he doesn't have it. So Peter Stormare, Flea, and Mark Pellegrino, I'm fairly confident no. He was one of Jackie Treehorn's guys.
Okay, yeah, I was like, that could not have been.
Who is the other guy? Oh, it's a guy named Torsten Vagers. Yeah, that's who it is. That is a good name. So Torsten Vagers, Peter Stormare, and Flea, they're like, yeah, give us the fucking money, Lebowski, and he's got a sword.
Yeah.
And Steve Buscemi's like, hey, is this dangerous? And Walter turns to him, he's like, no, Tony, these men are cowards. He's like, just like it's no big deal at all.
Walter fucks them up, though, dude. He bites off one of the dude's ear.
Yeah, he bites off Peter Stormare's ear. Fucking hits the other dude in the testicles with a bowling ball and fucking fucks his world up.
Yeah.
And what's the other guy? Oh, he hits him with a radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fucks his shit up,
breaks a radio over his back.
Oh, I like the bit where dude finally confronts the guy that's been following him and the beetle, the bug, whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
Who is that, by the way?
That is John Polito.
John Polito, okay.
And he plays Duffino.
Duffino.
Yeah. He's also in one of my favorite movies called The Big Nothing.
Okay.
Which is it's a weird cast movie, but he plays the detective that shows up at the end to like bust the case or whatever.
Is that with Steve Carell?
No. It's got David Schwimmer from Friends and Simon Pegg and
sounds awful. I'm just kidding.
It's a fun movie, man. I like it a lot.
I don't know anything about it.
Have you ever seen it? I'll let you borrow it.
No, I don't know anything about it.
I'll let you borrow it. It is really fun. It's a fun movie. It's a movie that actually made me kind of respect David Schwimmer as an actor.
Okay.
Because I did not previously.
I really don't.
It was like a $5 movie bin pickup for me. And I was like, hey, yeah, I'll watch this, whatever. I like Simon Pegg. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
And it wound up being pretty great. But John Polito's in that also.
Nice. He was hired to find Bunny, right? By Bunny's parents, I believe.
Yeah, so he's like
Yeah.
he's a dick. He's a private detective.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you're a dick too. I love your work. Talking to dude.
Yeah, he's
He's like,
"Oh,
what the hell are you
playing all these sides against each other?
Yeah.
Professional courtesy. Maybe we can compare notes."
So when dude, I love when he gets his car back because he's taking a ride, whatever.
He's just smoking a roach,
Smoking
drinking a beer.
Smoking a roach, drinking a beer, and he drops a roach in his lap and fucking crashes his car into a dumpster.
Yeah.
But when he does that, he finds some homework.
Yeah.
And this is
every time that he's smoking a roach in this movie, something tragic happens.
Really?
Every time.
I guess I didn't.
Another time he's in his bathtub, and that's when the nihilists come in.
Oh, yeah. And
he's like, fucking cool marmot, man. The guy's got a ferret. He drops it in the bathtub with him on his genitals. It's fucking going nuts. I just think it's weird. It's weird.
That is interesting. So I guess, I mean, I'm jumping ahead here, but he's smoking a joint after he has sex with Maud.
That's a whole joint, though.
No, it's a roach because he burns himself, and he's like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah, he burns himself. That's
the thing.
his
I
thing.
guess
Something always happens to him.
Yeah.
There's always a negative connotation.
Yeah.
The only time there's not one is when he's talking to the Big Lebowski after Bunny gets kidnapped, and he's like, "You mind if I do a J?"
Oh,
and
he's got a full
He's
joint,
got a
yeah.
full doob.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a nice little.
We know the lingo. Doob. Roach. We're hip. Don't even worry about it.
Don't even fret.
Don't even trip, baby.
So he finds homework of this kid. He goes with Walter to confront him. Walter, because they think the kid has the money that doesn't exist.
Yeah, the kid's giving him nothing. So there's a nice sports car sitting out front, and Walter starts beating the shit out of it with a crowbar. It's the neighbor's car.
So the neighbor fucks up dude's car even worse than it already is.
Right.
Oh man, poor dude.
And then they go to the In-N-Out Burger.
We'll go to the. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. The whole movie, Walter tells Donnie to shut the fuck up.
Every time. You're like a child. You wander in the middle of a conversation with no frame of reference. You're lying, Donnie. So a bit later, when Walter's beating the shit out of these nihilists, Donnie has a heart attack and he dies.
Yeah, it's a bummer, man.
It is a bummer.
It's a bummer, man.
They have him cremated, and the dude and Walter are the bereaved. So they go to pick up the ashes, and he's like, "Oh yeah, well, here's the bill or whatever." It's like $500 for the receptacle.
I think it's like $180 for
whatever the urn. He's like,
and then there's more. There are
like,
more charges.
There's something cheaper. He's like, "This is our most modestly priced model," and he's like, "Is there a Ralph's around here?" So they take Donnie's remains in a Folgers coffee can.
Yeah.
He says a lovely word, and he kind of shoehorns in Vietnam, and then they spread his ashes out to sea, sort of, because they go all over the dude. There's lots of little clever, fun bits in here.
I just really like. I haven't seen this movie in years.
Yeah, same.
And I feel like I was kind of surprised that I kind of remembered that Maud was like interested in the dude, but they end up hooking up, but she's basically using him to have a child.
Right.
But it's funny, the scene where he, like, right after he burns himself, he's smoking a joint or whatever, or a roach. She's in the bed, like, after they have sex, like, she's
got her legs up, she's holding her knees.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Is that yoga?" She's like, "No, it helps with conception.
It increases chances of conception."
Right. And he goes out and that's when he sees the dick in the car. He's like, "Get out of the fucking car." And the guy's like, "Whoa, man, whoa." He's like, "Just leave my fucking lady friend alone." He's like, "I don't want nothing to do with your special lady friend. She's not my fucking special lady friend. She's just my lady friend. I'm helping her conceive."
So there's going to be another dude.
Yeah.
There's going to be a little dudette.
A little duderino.
A little duder.
A little duder.
Oh, man. This is, we're skipping out on some stuff, but it's just watch it. Just go watch it. You have Netflix.
For 2 hours, there's a lot going on here. If you've never seen it because you're like, "Oh, it's one of those artsy fucking nerd movies," it's funny. It's funny. If anything, if you've never seen it, it's a great comedy. There's a fun fucking, who's screwing who, kind of you son of a bitch I'm in sort of bit to it.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's great. How many... Oh...
Bowling balls as thumbs.
How many... If your thumbs were bowling pins... There we go.
There we go.
How many bowling pin thumbs would you give this out of no less than 1, no more than 10?
Oof. Man. I might have to just...
I'm going to go... Man, I'm going to go 9.75. Because this thing is fucking timeless. This came out, 98? How old is this movie now?
98, yeah.
I'm bad at maths.
It's over 20 years, 23, 24 years old.
Yeah, this movie's 23 or 24 years old. One of those is maybe correct. I'm not going to commit to it.
I do want to say this. Watching this movie again, this feels like a movie that was only made 10 years ago that did really well looking like a movie that was made in 93. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does. It looks more recent than it is, but it looks like it deliberately has the aesthetic of something that's older because it is so clever and irreverent, and it's just a fucking great movie. And it being so old, it has aged so well.
Yeah.
And this is one of the first movies that I ever watched that I was like, okay, so movies aren't just always a dumb story. Like, there's this is an art. Like, there's an art to this. When I was a questionable age that I don't recall. I don't fucking know what I was doing in 1998. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Probably jerking it a bunch.
So you're going 9.75. I'm gonna go 9.5.
9.5?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's
It's just so good, man.
It really is. And I was thinking when you picked it, I was like, I haven't seen this in like 6 years. I wonder how it holds up. It holds up fucking great.
It'll always hold up. That's the answer.
It's funny, it's smart, and it's well written. And Yeah. I guess I'm gonna need a top off. We're gonna go watch Jesus Rolls.
Are we gonna do that one? I thought.
Wait, well, we're supposed to discuss.
We're gonna discuss.
We're gonna take a beat real quick while we discuss. All right, now let's discuss. All right, okay. We're back from the thing that we were just talking about when we were doing the rap music thing that you liked. We were beatboxing and boxing beats and clapping cheeks and all that fun stuff. We're gonna go. We decided to actually switch the movie up, and we're going to watch
The Jesus Rolls.
The Jesus Rolls, which is a Christian informative film about on the 8th day how God made bowling. We'll be right back. Here's a fake thing. Nosferatu Gardens. Listen, your folks are getting old. Time's not necessarily on their side. That doesn't mean that their golden days aren't in front of them. Here at Nosferatu Gardens, you can set your worries aside. Let's hear a testimonial.
I'm a person, and I sent my old fucker to Nosferatu Gardens. And they're in the best care that I could ever possibly be, that they need to be in. They've got activities like blood sucking. Bloodletting. Everyone loves pool time.
And there's a rave place in the basement. Help. Please. They're taking my blood.
At Nosferatu Gardens, you can be sure that your loved one will be taken care of. Use your experiences, maybe very.
Nosferatu Gardens. We're with you till the end.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Special thanks to Brad Sexton for our jams. Please check out his latest project at suns.bandcamp.com. That is sunds.bandcamp.com. Thanks to Lamplighter Productions for our artwork. Please check out more of their stuff on Instagram at lamplighter_productions_IL. First-time listener, we're anywhere podcasts are found, but if you don't subscribe to any of those services, listen to the show for free on our website. It's just the number 2, movies.buzzsprout.com. That's it's just 2movies.buzzsprout.com. Want to get in touch with the show? Email us at itsjust2movies@gmail.com or find us on Twitter or Instagram at itsjust2movies. Want to support the show? Great. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe on whatever platform tickles your fancy. And one last thank you to our editor, head writer, producer, and host. Those are all me. So anyway, back to the show. All right, look, I got about 15 minutes of material on this. Let's get into it. We watched The Jesus Rolls as a 2019 crime comedy, hour 57-minute runtime.
Hour 25.
Hour 25. This is hour 57. I guess we watched the shorter version, thank God.
I hope so.
It's got a 4.3 out of 10 on IMDb, 20% on Rotten Tomatoes, 3.5 on IndieWire. 62% of Google users like this movie, and I gotta say, those people are wrong. This came out February 28th, 2020, directed and, directed? No, it was written and directed.
Yeah.
By John
written
Turturro.
For the screen.
Written for the screen by John Turturro. We'll get to that. Had a budget of $4.5 million. Box office, $64,648. Produced by Sidney Kimmel, Paul Dominique, whatever, who cares?
It doesn't matter.
Adapted from The Big Lebowski and a book and French film called Going Places. Stars John Turturro, Audrey Tautou? Tautou. Tautou?
Tau.
I think it's Tautou. Bobby Cannavale, who's in a show I recently watched. We'll come to that. Susan Sarandon, weird. John Hamm, weird. Pete Davidson, weird. Christopher Walken, what? Sonia Braga and JB Smoove and some other fucking people nobody cares about. No, somebody does. I don't mean it like that. Somebody cares about you very much. Probably. Unless you're a dick, cares. Then maybe not. Yeah. I don't fucking know.
Maybe.
Figure your shit out. God.
Go fuck yourself.
Right.
Don't be a dick.
What I'm talking about.
Don't be a dick.
Look, man.
Be a dude.
I'm a man of simple pleasures. I like a Miller Lite. I like some Canadian Mist.
You're a fancy man.
Yeah. I'm a man of simple pleasures.
Hey, could you hand me a beer?
And I got to tell you, yes. I don't know what this fucking movie's about.
This movie isn't really about anything.
Nope.
Here's what happens. A character that was in The Big Lebowski gets out of prison
and steals
multiple cars.
15 cars.
With his friend and with various women that they have sex with.
And then they wind up getting back in a car that they stole and sabotaged and left on the side of the road.
Yes.
They wind up getting back in that car, and then the car sabotages, and hopefully they all die. They don't. They're fine now. It's because there's no reason for this to be a spiritual successor to The Big Lebowski. There's no reason for them to take this story and go, man, I really love that French film. Let's make it Jesus from The Big Lebowski. There's no reason.
Yeah, it's so weird. It doubles. I don't think I've ever heard of this. It doubles as a remake to a 1974 film. Not like just doubles it as a remake to any film, and also a spin-off of a completely separate film. Why? You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's like they drew it out of a hat, and they're like, "Well, got to do it.
We have to do this now."
Yeah. And the story that's going on here actually could be put together really interesting. I have already thrown out the idea that this has anything to do with The Big Lebowski, although it does. That's our connection, by the way. Yeah, because it's a spiritual successor,
a spinoff.
Yeah, I hope the lack of visual medium doesn't mislead you in my usage of air quotes. But this is horseshit.
It's awful.
That it's a tad. That's the worst part about it, is that I'm waiting for it to be kind of similar to the Big Lebowski, and he bowls for
one scene.
He throws
or maybe one or two scenes.
No, he throws one strike, and that's it. In the whole movie.
Yep.
There's no bowling. There's no more him being in a bowling alley. He bowls one strike. He fucks a lady, and then he leaves. That's it. This is such a weird... If I had to tell you what this movie was about, I would say it is, John Turturro is Jesus, and he gets out of prison, and he steals a bunch of cars, and has sex a couple times.
A few women.
Yeah, but he's also witness to sex being done, and like in the room with other people, and in the car with other people having sex, and he's just around it, and also doing it all the time.
Yep. This is one of the worst films I've ever seen.
It's pretty fucking rough, man.
Like, I'm already gonna rate it.
Yeah, let's have it.
I will give this half of a a severed.
All right, so
I don't know.
What's a clever thing? All right, if your thumbs were stolen cars,
I was gonna go.
How
there.
many stolen car thumbs would you give this?
Half of one stolen car purely for the cinematography / camera work.
Yeah,
most of it, because there were some. Yeah. There were some scenes where
there's a bit
awful.
where they're shooting the road and going around the corner and stuff, and I get it. I get why you do it. I just don't like it. It's my particular taste. I find it uncomfortable to look at.
Right.
Yeah.
Just bad acting. Just there's no story. It's just bad. Just really wish we. Why?
Who would have watched Seventh Son? You had to fucking bring it up.
God damn it. I brought it up, and Danny was like, oh, let's fucking watch this movie.
Yeah, Seventh Son, I'm sure, is real dumb. I think I've actually seen Seventh Son. Like, after it came out for rent, I was like, oh, yeah.
It looks fun, though. You know what I mean?
It does. I think it's not, though. As from my recollection, I'm like, man, this never does get you off, does it? It just edges you for 2 hours, and then it's over.
Oh, it has to be better than this.
For sure. For sure. I think from my recollection, which we'll have a reason to come back to the Seventh Son on the show at any point in time.
Oh, we're going to do it.
Because if we can't find a link, we can just be like, they're both works of fiction. Boom,
look at that.
Yeah,
look what we did.
But from my recollection, I think the worst thing about Seventh Son was the fact that Jeff Bridges is doing this.
I watched the trailer,
and you just can't understand what he's saying. He took the Rooster Cogburn from True Grit and leaned into it harder.
Okay, but what about John Turturro and what was her name in this film? Like, I couldn't understand.
Jesus Rolls?
I couldn't understand 75% of the dialogue from those two.
No, it was like their accents were just extra thick.
What was her name? Audrey.
Who cares?
Tautou or Tautou? Audrey Tautou.
Audrey Tautou.
Her and John Turturro
Tautou.
Turturro.
John Turturro Tautou.
I couldn't understand him. What were they doing? What are you doing?
I just shrugged my shoulders during that.
Because he doesn't know.
During that, yeah.
What would you rate this? What would you?
I will give it 1.5 stolen car thumbs.
Well, they're stolen now. Fuck.
Yeah. No, of course they're stolen. They're stolen. They have to be stolen cars.
Yeah.
I give it 1.5, and the one is because, man, some of the cinematography, I was like, wow, that's
why I gave it half.
That actually stands out this movie a lot. I really like that. And I had a couple of genuine laughs at it.
Yeah.
But I feel like they shoehorned the humor Like, because I don't know if the original French film is comedy.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like
Going places.
there are like 3-4 funny spots in it, and the rest of it is.
It does say comedy drama.
It does say comedy. God, I bet it's funnier than this piece of shit.
So okay, this just going off the wiki on this French film from 1974, it says it is one of the most controversial films in French cinema due to its vulgarity, depiction of sexual acts, nudity, and moral ambiguity.
Okay, I'm into it.
However, the director's name, I think it's like Blier or Bleer. His later acclaim for the rest of his filmography, made it a cult. Okay, so it's a cult film, I guess, for modern critics.
Yeah, gotcha.
Maybe we should watch this. I don't know.
Probably
not,
would
though.
Be down with that. Look, if anybody's interested, here's the way that I'm going to do it. If anybody actually wants me to watch a weird, obscure fucking French film for a thing, I will absolutely do that, but only upon your very specific request.
Well, I mean, I feel like we'll watch. Like, if we get a request, I feel like we're going to do it.
Yeah, probably. Which actually we have a couple. We both rated this. I gave it a stolen car thumb and a half.
I gave it a half. I feel like maybe I should just go 1 because there were a couple. I did get a couple laughs in there.
Yeah, the worst part about this would be like if I wanted to make a spiritual sequel to the Twilight movies, but I also wanted to mix it with the lore of Mr. Bean. It doesn't fucking work, man. It just doesn't. Just leave it alone. Just either do the one thing or the other thing. They don't have to be connected. No. That's okay.
That's awesome.
You don't have to force them to fucking work together. I've never seen the Twilight movies. I assume that's an accurate analogy. They seem to have a serious tone.
Yes, they do.
All right.
Oh boy!
All right, we're back.
I'm gonna go with.
We're back. We just watched. Seventh Son.
Twilight.
We just watched Seventh Son. It's got Jeff Bridges and some other people that are in it. What do you think it's about?
It's about a man that bowls.
What do you think the movie was about?
I don't know. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's talk about something else.
I'm good.
This I'll say this. This is the thing I'm going to end on.
Okay.
This movie made me mad.
It kind of upset me too. It's like an hour 20, and I was like, "Fuck, man! Why did I commit to this? This sucks."
Okay, here's one. I said I was done, but I'm also concerned about the length because your information said it was an hour 50, but we thought it was like an hour 25, and we felt like it was almost 2 hours. So was it? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, God, it felt like it was forever.
Felt like it was a 2-hour film. And we thought it was an hour and 25.
I wonder if Google knows something that Amazon doesn't. That it's part of a wormhole, and when you watch it, there's a bit that's supposed to be like 60 seconds, and it just drags into 20 minutes. All right, there's some weird shit like that going on here, though.
All right, we're gonna move on. I guess you've got something else for us here.
Okay. So, yeah, you're right. I put a little thing on the gram. If you follow us on the gram, @itsjusttwomovies, email us at itsjusttwomovies@gmail.com. That's 2. The number 2. Not TWO, but the number 2.
The number 2.
Brought to you by the number 2.
By numbers.
But no, I just put a thing on the gram. Hey, offer us up a topic or a movie-related topic to discuss briefly. And I did get a couple responses. We'll go right down the track.
Okay.
The movie Moon.
Okay.
Briefly, like, is that something you would be open to doing on the show?
Of course. I think it's a fantastic film.
Yeah.
I want to do that one.
I'm a huge Sam Rockwell fan.
Who isn't?
Yeah,
Go fuck yourself if you're not.
Right. Just losing my mind over it.
Right?
Yes.
All right. Yes. No, I want to do that film. I really do.
That's a good one. So give it a no. No, don't give it a thing. How many? No, don't rate it as a thing. But you like the movie Moon. I also like the movie Moon.
Yeah.
I like the way it's voiced by what's his name?
Kevin Spacey.
No, it's not Kevin Spacey. It's a different guy.
Spacey.
Is he Kevin Spacey?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
that's what makes it kind of weird for us to do.
Fuck Kevin Spacey, but
yeah.
Look, man, I'm sorry the guy's a pederast or whatever. He's in great films. You can't watch all the great films without coming across him, even if he is a fucking sicko or whatever. As far as like study of the art is concerned,
here's what it boils down to: everybody in Hollyweird is weird.
More like Holly Weird. Oh wait, you
That's
already
what I just...
you were leading into the huh? Am I right?
Oh man.
God damn it, I'm hilarious. All right,
some real pieces of shit out there.
Yep.
You know, man, yeah, like it's such a good film though. I think it's one of the few films that I actually own on digital video disc or a digital versatile disc.
Ooh.
I think it's also on a Blu-ray.
I would like to have it on the 4Ks. All right, next one. Moving on. In Bruges.
Oh, fantastic! It's also on my list. I think you saw.
Perfect. I am looking forward to doing In Bruges on the show.
I'm looking forward to doing both of those films.
It's weird, like young Colin Farrell.
Yeah. Let's see when.
You know what I mean? Like
when did that come out? 2008.
He's young in it. Like he's.
Is that a good guess? 2008?
Early 20s? Moon?
No, In Bruges.
No, In Bruges.
2008. Boom! Got it.
Nice!
You think Colin Farrell was in his 20s in 2008? No.
Maybe. Yeah, check it out.
No.
Mid-20s?
No.
Late 20s? Early 30s.
Oh, God damn it. What about The Lobster? You didn't really like that,
The
did
Lobster's great.
You did?
No, I was into it. It took me 3 viewings to finish The Lobster.
Would you be down to do that?
There's a certain color palette and a certain hour of the day that if I press play on a thing, I'm not going to finish it. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be the most gripping thing in the world. I'm just not going to finish watching it. I will fall asleep.
Would you be down to do that film?
The Lobster? The Robster?
The Robster?
Yeah, I'll check out that Robster.
I'd check out the Robster.
All right, next one. 7 Psychopaths.
Oh, yeah.
Also with a young...
Colin Farrell?
It's also a young Colin Farrell.
Okay, so Colin Farrell is 45.
Those 3 recommendations are by Bremner OC on the gram.
Okay. My boy Bremner.
Yeah.
Love me some
coming
Bremner.
Through. He gave his kisses and stuff. It's really sweet.
That's cute. I'm still stuck on the Colin Farrell thing. Sorry.
Really
I want
nice
to know.
Dick pic over here.
So Colin Farrell was 13.
You son of a bitch. In Bruges. He's just a grown man. All right, come on.
So that was 13 years ago.
Okay.
Colin Farrell is 45. Motherfucker was in his early. You were close.
I was.
He was in his early 30s.
Man, he looks like he's fucking baby faced in it though.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Now he looks like a 40s like an older man.
Yeah,
he doesn't look boyish anymore.
7 Psychopaths. Man, it's been a while since I've seen that.
I like that movie.
Yeah, it's really good. It's one of those films that the second time so I've seen it and then I rented it because I thought I'd never seen it, and then I was like, "Oh, I've seen this."
Yeah.
Kind of one of those films. 2012. Taking it back. Colin Farrell, Woody Harrelson, Sam Rockwell, Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken?
Michael Pitt, Michael Stolbart. do you say his name?
I don't fucking
Stolbarg.
know. How that shit
I don't
up
fucking
anymore.
know.
Hey, there's one more thing.
Okay.
One more thing.
Yep.
Doug Wicker, who was on the episode that just came out that you haven't heard yet, because technically it hasn't come out yet.
Love me some Doug Wicker.
I don't do the disillusion of when we do the show. I will tell you today is August 20th. So, yeah, there's that. That's how you know we're being honest with you. But Doug Wicker of the previous episode also responded, Day of the Beast. Alex de la Iglesias' Day of the Beast. Are you familiar with that at all? Because that does not ring any bells to me.
No, I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with this film.
Day of the Beast.
So he did...
No, not Day of the Feast.
He did The Last Circus. Haven't heard of that. I mean, we're talking about Doug Wicker, though, right? This man knows his cinema.
Doug and I have similar taste in film. Like you and I and Doug have similar taste in film, but...
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, he's going to know...
Motherfucker, I have a similar taste in film with anybody who's like, yeah, I like movies.
He's going to know some off-the-wall shit, though, right?
Well, the first one we did with him on the episode was a really old Guillermo del Toro movie I'd never heard of, and I liked it a lot. I was like, man, this is understated. You know, this is good.
The Day of the Beast, 1995. It's on Tubi. It's got a 7.4 out of 10.
It's in Spanish. So, extra cool, you can watch it without the subtitles if you hablas español.
What's that mean?
Speak Spanish.
Man,
it looks fun, though. I'm wondering if this is like a cult film or a serious thing. It says here, a heavy metal fan and a psychic help a priest seek the infant Antichrist in Madrid at Christmas. I'm in. That sounds great. I mean, dumb. It sounds real dumb, but I'm into that. Make the dumb fucking thing. If you're out there and you're thinking about making a thing and you were like, oh, I don't know if I want to or
just
not.
fucking make it.
I don't know if I'm doing this.
Do it, man. You got
it, baby.
Before we did this, we used to make music. And we didn't think about it. We just did it because it was fun. You know what I mean?
Do, yeah.
And we put ourselves out there, and it's so weird as a musician, getting up on a stage in front of some people and having anxiety. I don't know. There's just something about it. Just do.
Especially if you don't think they're ready for this jelly. You know what I mean?
Boom.
It's intense.
I was having a serious moment, and you just had to fucking ruin it.
Sorry, man.
Donnie.
Shut the
fuck up, Donnie.
That's what I do when things make me uncomfortable. Shut the fuck up, Danny. You want her in here like a child. Look at me.
How do you feel about the film Pacific Rim?
Man, I feel like it's like a Pacific Rim job.
Oh, how did I know you were going there with that?
Salty with a waxed butthole. Encore.
Okay, so as much as I love doing summer break, I'm really excited for us to get back to our normal length. Because there are some films that are in that list I sent you. A lot of those are, for me, those are like 2-hour episode films.
Yeah.
Or like an hour per film or whatever.
Well, I'm thinking what I want to do is be like, okay, 45 minutes. 45 minutes is like my give or take cutoff. If there's more material, we'll just roll with it. If there's not, shoot for 45-ish minutes or 35 minutes or 40 minutes or whatever.
When we get back to normal?
Yeah. It's because I think like sometimes...
Yeah, I guess I could...
Sometimes if I'm like, man, we got to fill an hour, I feel pressured. And if the movie's not that interesting, it's really hard to do. But
yeah, but some of it is us just bullshitting. Right, and that's fine. Like we're doing right now. That's fine.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I'm really excited. I've been loving the summer break stuff. It's fun to it's fun to almost be forced to, for me, pick films that are breezy.
Yeah.
They're a little
more fun, a little more
upbeat,
upbeat.
a little more laid back. What have ye?
What have thou?
But yeah, I'm excited to get back to the regular format. I really want to do the movie Take Shelter.
Oh man,
just want to
fucking love Take Shelter. Get out of here! I was gonna flip the table, but then I realized that would be bad for the episode, so I didn't do it. I did that for you.
But I think I hope that's gonna be one of our first films back.
Oh, I would absolutely be down with that. Well, here's what I was thinking is I'm gonna do summer break until middle of September.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna come back. And then when we come back, we're going to take a break during Thanksgiving.
Right.
Like we'll take a week off there.
Week or whatever.
And then we'll come back and we'll do an award show.
Okay.
For the previous year, because that's like our 1 year of doing the podcast is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So we'll do an award show. We'll do the Low Fill Awards.
Okay.
And I'll get real drunk.
Right.
And maybe we'll have like a second screening of our favorite bad movie.
I really feel like we should start doing holiday themed films. Like we should do Thanksgiving.
Oh no, it's coming. Yeah, that's my good movie pick.
Oh, that's your good movie.
Name another good movie about Thanksgiving.
Right.
There are none.
I think there are a few good or
Apocalypto.
Like, 2 good films based around that.
That's a joke.
You know,
I don't actually think that's funny. I said it for wow factor. Just heads up.
Yeah. What else we got?
Well, I suppose the next segment is.
Hey, what you watching?
What you been watching, man?
What you been doing?
Yeah. Hey, what you been up to?
Okay, here we go. So I watched a fantastic series.
Yeah.
Called Lodge 49. That is
Apple TV?
No.
No.
Hulu. And I've told you about it. It's the modern day fable that I kind of told you about. Yeah, I've told you about this.
You told me about it?
Yes, I did.
All right, I'll take your
You're
word
like,
for it.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Yeah, you told me about it, and I was like, psh, what an idiot.
Whatever.
Didn't even give it a second thought.
This show is called Lodge 49. It is inspired by a book that I just recently let you borrow called The Crying of Lot 49.
Which I have not touched.
I know, which I figured.
Okay.
But the series itself, it's just two seasons.
Movies.
It's just 2 movies. It's just 2 seasons, unfortunately. But
brand awareness.
It's about this guy named Dud. He finds himself at the doorstep of a lodge. It's basically a fraternal order that offers cheap beer and strange alchemical philosophies.
Sounds hot.
And it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I really want you to watch it.
I'll watch it.
Do it.
I recently watched on Corey, regular size Corey was on the podcast, and he recommended I Think You Should Leave Now, which I think we both have watched now.
With I Think You Should Leave Now with, what's his name? Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson, yeah.
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's worth a spin.
Yeah. It's
worth a spin if you're into that. Or if you're into Auntie Donna's Big Old House of Fun, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think there's more laughs in Auntie Donna.
Yeah, for sure.
But I did enjoy it, and it's super breezy. It's like mega short.
They're like
episodes.
15-minute episodes.
Yeah. It's a series of short vignettes because we're so classy and artsy, and we know a lot about movie stuff.
Fuck yeah.
We don't know hardly shit about movie.
Grab that oops all. That's the one. That's the one you want.
This is the one I want.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck yeah,
man. Have you seen the movie The One I Want? Have you seen it?
Have you seen it?
I want to do that. That's one that's on my list.
Are you sure you're not thinking about The One I Love?
The One I Love.
Okay, that was on the list I sent you. That's a fantastic film. I want to do that. with
Yeah.
Mark Duplass and Elizabeth Moss.
Yup.
Yeah, so good.
I just recently watched whatever his brother's name is, like Jake or John or Jim or starts with a J.
Jake, John, Jim, Jeffrey,
Jake.
Jonathan,
I think it's Jake Duplass.
Jeeth.
It was good, but it was
What was the name of it, you fucking asshole?
Fuck, I don't fucking know. The outside,
Moving on.
the outside in, the outside in, maybe. It was okay. Like I wasn't crazy about it, but I thought it was an interesting concept. And then I thought of like 10 cool ways it could go, and it went the most mundane way that I didn't expect.
Have you watched the series called Party Down? A comedy series called Party Down.
Not familiar with that one. Do they party like south of the border?
Fuck yeah, they do.
Party in South America?
No. It is on Hulu.
They should. It's near the equator.
God damn it.
It's good stuff. Imagine how big the moon looks by the equator.
Anyways, Party Down. It's on Hulu. It has Adam Scott. It's got Ken Marino. It's got Martin Starr. It's got Jane Lynch.
I love Ken Marino.
He's
not like in a
so
sexual
good.
way. I think he's funny.
He's funny as fuck, dude.
He is pretty funny.
He's probably the best part of that series.
Yeah.
It's a comedy drama. It's a group of actors that are in Los Angeles trying to make it big, but they end up working as caterers. So that's the basis of it. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
It's not a 10. I feel like it could be, though. It's just missing one or two things. You know what I mean? But I've been watching that. Still playing a lot of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
BOT dub.
Yeah. Pay.
Yeah. I watched Color Out of Space.
Yep.
That H.P. Lovecraft film. You and I talked about it. I put a little review about it on the gram.
Okay.
If you're interested, check it out.
I need to watch. Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I'll have to borrow that.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. You're welcome.
Or steal it.
No.
I'll never.
Because I want it back though. No, you will. Because I'll be like, give me that fucking movie, Birdman.
I'll never give it back.
Birdman.
I'll buy it for you before I give it back.
Just buy me another copy, exactly the same.
Hey-o!
Yeah!
What else? What else we got?
I've been playing some games on the Switch. There is a freemium game on the Switch. I like probably like 60% of the games that come out that are like Pokemon style games. Do I know the names of all the Pokemon? No.
Why not?
I'm like the guy that's like, everybody know that's Big Dick B.
That's the name of a Pokemon?
Do you know what video I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, that's floor shit. No, that's 3 floor shits.
What?
All right, hold on. All right,
Okay.
so now that you've seen the video I was talking about, whatever we were discussing previously will make sense. Anyway, I recently watched the first 3 episodes of 9 Perfect Strangers on Hulu.
Okay.
Was digging that. That's pretty cool. Originally decided to check it out. I'm not going to lie, because Michael Shannon's in it.
Ooh.
And he plays this like real neurotic dad with a teenage daughter, and he's got like, if you've seen the breadth of his work and then you watch this, you're like, motherfucker, that dude can do anything. He's a chameleon. He's
one of my
do anything.
He's in my top 3.
Yeah.
I know he's kind of a backseat actor, but
I think he's great. He can hold up a lead as we will find out one day on Take Shelter.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we'll do that. I am also looking forward to getting into like some deeper, longer films.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying the summer break format. I really am. But
I watched
about that time of the year.
Yeah, I watched the first episode of Yellowstone. Have you heard of that?
I have heard of that. My dad actually has recommended that to me several times, and he's like, "Hey, you would like it."
It's good. The first episode is like a movie. Well, no, I guess there were commercials because I was watching it for free.
Well, here's the thing: is
whatever.
my dad and I don't have a ton in common in film, so that's why I never watched it.
You might. I mean, it's a kind of like a drama western.
Do you like it?
I do, but okay, so it's the writer / director that did like Sicario, Hell or High Water.
Oh.
Yeah. I do like it. There's just a lot in that first episode. There's a lot to unpack.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, okay, so who's this? And who is that? And how is he? You know what I mean? There's a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I felt like they could have introduced the characters a little bit better. But I am intrigued to watch more of the series. So it's got Kevin Costner. It's got Luke Grimes, Kelly Riley, Wes Bentley, Cole Hauser.
Oh, shit.
So some pretty good actors.
Yeah.
Overall, I did enjoy the first episode. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's about it for me, I think.
Yeah.
Still reading Gravity's Rainbow.
Oh, yeah. I'm still reading Watchmen since we started this podcast. So,
right.
You know, I'll finish it someday. Winter is when I get most of my reading done, which is still like barely any reading.
Winter is coming, as they say.
Well,
the Game of Thrones people
we'll
say.
We'll see what time of year we get it. We didn't get it until like what, January last year.
Right.
Oh, how about that weather, huh? The Farmer's Almanac. Yickety.
It sure is a hot one out there, huh, Danny?
Yeah.
You ever been in a storm, Danny? Danny just took off his shirt.
Theater of the mind.
So now that you have your shirt off,
yeah, are you gonna just pop it off?
And I have my shirt off.
Yeah.
You want to?
You guys aren't gonna start sucking each other's dicks, are you?
Let's go, talk! We're a one-eyed Batman!
Can I make a suggestion that doesn't involve violence? Or is this the wrong crowd?
Maybe we should call in a bomb threat to Houston. I think it's free beer night at the Astrodome.
The Jedi, Bob. We don't fight with guns, we fight with our mind.
Cousin businesses are booming.
That is one big pile of shit.
Jog on.
It's Just Two Movies is a production of Blue Cheese and Bacon Studios and can be found wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, now let's discuss.